Alrighty, I can see that I'm live. Let's get going. Okay, so welcome. It's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. Feeling a little better today. At least my voice is kind of back. It's Wednesday, last day of free shipping. So do not forget, if you've got stuff that you want to stock up on paper, any of that stuff, that's a great deal to save. Well, the minimum I believe will be $7.95 that you'll save on shipping. And then from there, it's 11% of your order. So anything over the $75, well, you got to order $75. So you're going to save 11% on your shipping. So do not forget. And like I say, stock up on all the stuffs, any paper that you need, ink refills. That shipping really adds up. And if you check the clearance rack, you're going to find all kinds of stuff. It's not the clearance rack anymore, it's the last chance list. You're going to find all the stuff from the mini catalog moved over there. A lot of it's on like sale. From the spring, if you did not get the zinnia stamp set and dies, my lord, that is cheaper to buy that now than it was to buy the stamp set before the last chance list. Same with the Latte Love, which is the coffee set. And I want to call it Meandering Meadows, but I don't know that that was the name of the stamp set. That might have been like the whole bundle's name. It was the arch and a wheelbarrow and some flowers that was also on the online exclusives back, I believe, in the spring. Some little gift box kind of things. If you go places and you ever make like tabletop gifts or whatever, the little pillow boxes, I think those were from the Valentine Suite. Those are dirt cheap. There's a bunch of stuff, a lot of ribbon and stuff, dirt cheap. But I'll quit rambling. Just know that it's a great sale. And because I haven't completed my final order yet, if there's anything that you want in your local and it doesn't add up to $75, contact me and you can add it to my order and you'll get the free shipping. So I think that's about it. I ordered a couple things the other day that have not arrived yet. And so I can't wait to see the new kit, that monthly kit that I told you guys I was going to buy. I got that coming. Hey, Julie and Christy. Um, oh, great. See, didn't you got it really super cheap, didn't you, Julie? I can't believe how uh the dies and the stamp set were cheaper than the stamp set on a few of those. I just blew me away. But anyway, I will show you my goodies when I get it. I just got to get it. So I'm going to quit babbling and go downward so that you could see. Tonight my friend's daughter had a baby. It was their first grandchild. That was my whole thought for tonight. And I just did not have the energy this afternoon to create a baby card. You know, baby cards are hard for me. I don't think we have a great variety of baby stuff. And I was going to use the Winter Friends animals and come up with something, but I just didn't. So I'm going with the one of a kind stamp set and some cards with that tonight, and the dies, and that's this one. It's probably backwards. So I'll show you when I turn down. So hold on, let's go down here. I'm just getting my Christmas cards kind of around the last couple days. I got a bunch of them. Hey, Debbie and Tony. I got a bunch of them addressed, but Mike asked me today, you guys go out in the mail? And I said, nope, didn't get the stamps on them. So hopefully, and I should have plenty of them sitting around. I got some old kits that I put together and all kinds of stuff. So I should have enough. It's just getting the mojo to get them going. So this is the stamp set that I used. It comes with two little dies, which I left over at my machine, but I need them. So hold on. right when you left them where you thought you left them, you don't find them. Huh. Are you guys going to tell me that they're right there and I just don't see them? Oh, they're in the box, for gosh sakes, Jill. So it comes with, it doesn't come with it. You have to buy them. But you get an intricate die and a bigger die. Probably, I stopped to eat dinner, so now I'm all flustered and I don't see the big die, and that's the one I'm going to need. And then I have the bigger solid die that cuts out the big snowflake. Huh. It cuts out this bigger one here. And I put this one in the box, but I'm gonna have to fussy cut it. We're gonna skip that part. I don't see you guys. All right, we'll improvise. Maybe it'll show up. Maybe it'll rear its ugly head. We'll improvise. So this is the set that I'm using. And I did use this for one of my Christmas cards. So we're not going to recreate it because I showed you guys on a video the other day when I was starting to get sick. It was in purple though, but I had made an alternate idea using blues. So I'm going to say that here's one version of what you can make using this stamp set. And I use the blender brush. Oh. I used the blender brush in the background, and then we just did the stamps, made a little sentiment. So I'm not going to make that one tonight, but that's like super simple, ready to go card. Then I decided to step it up just a smidgy and make this. So I got everything cut out. Hi, Holly. Check on my embossing machine. I did, Tony. I thought that that's where I left it. And I cut all the small little ones out that I needed. I even picked it up. It's not on the floor. Huh. Oh well. We'll see what we can do. So we're gonna make this one real quick before I get way out. Oh, found it, found it. Because it has tape on it. It taped to the back of the thing. So here's the solid die, and then it comes with the little ornate die. That's what happens when I think I'm on the ball, you guys, and then I totally get myself all kitty wampus out of. All right, so I have a Misty Moonlight base, 8.5 by 5.5. Just gonna fold that in half. Or score it at 4.25. I have a boho blue layer that's just down 1/4 inch. Oh, you guys, I cannot believe. See, that's what happens. And it shouldn't have stopped to eat dinner. My daughter's reminding me, do not have a relapse. Do not get sick. We have our family Christmas coming up, blah, blah, blah. So I went up to eat because I haven't eaten since breakfast at like 9:30 this morning. So I figured I better grab a quick. I made a little quesadilla ham. Well, I guess it was a ham sandwich, but I put it on a tortilla for my Weight Watchers. Got in my little brain there for a hot second. And so I did that. All right. So then I have a 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of just regular white. And you could use a blending brush if you wanted on it. You could put more background, dull down the white with some blending brush, or if you got like a snow stamp that you could put in the background, a falling snow. You could even emboss it with some snow, but I didn't think of that. I didn't want to get that fancy on this one, so I just am going to stamp on it. So I've got some boho blue, night of navy, and misty moonlight. Yeah, the blues are real pretty. I think I've used way too many of them lately, but you go through spurts. That's why I kind of liked my color wheel there for a while. It was really helping me kind of branch out into other things, other ideas. So what I did was I took the 3 snowflakes in the set and I just put them on my block right close to each other. And then I'm going to stamp them in the boho blue. And I'm just going to stamp them around on the paper. Fill in the paper as much, or as little as you want. Whoa, I got way too big a block, so don't really want them all that close together because I want to be able to put that swirly gig in there too, but we'll make it fit. All right. Now I'm going to have my swirly thing here. I guess it's probably supposed to be snow whipping around from the wind, which we got going on here. I just heard the plows go by, plowing up our road. Thanks, Janice. Thanks for watching. The plows just came through, or winter weather advisory for the next couple days. So we went today after my Weight Watchers and just picked up the last couple bits of groceries just to make sure, never really come to that time where we need to really stock up and take cover kind of thing. We haven't had storm like that around here in forever, but it's okay to have stuff on hand, I guess, just because then you don't have to go out. Stay off the dang roads. It's awful, but so far we've had pretty mild winters for a while with shutting too many things down besides school. All right, so yes, I forgot to bring my cleaner too. I'm gonna move these over on my computer for a hot second. Get them out of the way. All right, so now I have some of my boho blue ribbon. And that's gonna go around the back. We're gonna tie that. So I'll show you. I like to try and save my ribbon. I don't know why, because I'm a hoarder of all things glitzy, shiny, and fun. So I'm just gonna tie a bow on the ends like this. And this ribbon likes to fray, so I want to try and make sure I got enough to trim it off. So I'm finagle that knot with my middle finger here to push it to the top of, as I'm pulling and tightening, I'm finagling that knot to go around and come to the top. And I probably didn't make this long enough, look. Ooh, just barely. All right, so we're going to wrap that around. And we're going to use a little bit of tear tape, tape it in place. And so I want my knot right close to the edge. So we'll put this side around first. And I kind of want it in the middle. And tape it down. Across there. Like so. And then we'll pull this one sort of tight without pulling the ribbon out on the other side. And tape it down. Oops, I don't have very much on there. I'm going to tear those off. And we'll use that adhesive just to help us secure the paper in place. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it onto the boho blue. And as you can see, I'm getting my residual ink from my glass mat on it's the back side, but if I was not careful when I was flipping it back and forth, I could be picking up that ink. So it's always good to have your cleaner right here handy, which, you know, as you can tell, I don't. It's over at my desk. And I didn't want to go get it again. I left you guys too many times alone, just hanging there in the silence of my video while I ran around and did things. So I won't leave you again in this horrible, terrible winter storm. Okay. I'm going to trim these off just a smidge to get that frayed bit off there. I think it's moving down too. My mom said she got a bunch of snow, and my friend Christy, they got a bunch of snow, and they're about 2.5 hours north of me. And now my daughter, who's an hour north of me, she said she's starting to get thunder snow now. So I'm thinking it's moving its way down here to me. So now I have a piece of Misty Moonlight and a 2¼ inch circle punch. You can use a die. You can use actually, any size punch that you want as well. Depends how big of a sentiment you had. And then I have a piece of white and a 2-inch punch that I'm going to punch out of. You guys remember the black punches, the whale tail punches? I love how, technology or whatever the times have brought us up to those lockdown punches versus the big black whale tail ones. They just seem to always kind of like be there, be in the way kind of thing. I'm going to use the stamp set or the stamp from this one of a kind that says sending a flurry of happy wishes. So this could be a birthday card if you need a birthday card. And I'm going to use Night of Navy ink. And I'm putting it over to the left a little bit because I want to put those snowflakes on there. So we're just going to glue this onto our circle here. And then I'm going to pop it up on the back. And if you're handy enough to know how to tie your ribbon, I think I needed to tie it like this. So then it would have to run, if I ran the ribbon all the way around and you could tie it here, you could get it to go this way. And it would really be cuter to go up and down, but I didn't put it that way. So we're just going to stick our sentiment in here, kind of in the center. And if it went that way, I'd have more room to move it over. But then I've got some more white I'll use this piece that's sitting here. And I'm going to use the bigger snowflake of the three. And some, I'm going to use Night of Navy again, and I'm going to make three snowflakes. That. Hey, Patty. Thanks for hopping on. And Debbie's on. Debbie, what are you yesing? All the snow, you girls. Take it. Take it all to your houses. And then I got a 3/4 inch circle punch. Now this might even be cute. Or cuter. If we layered it on blue with like a 1-inch punch maybe to layer our snowflakes. I did not. I'm keeping this one just a little bit more than the first one, but still not too much. So now I'm just going to glue my snowflakes around in this like kind of a circle. I want them to go like this. So I'm going to glue this one flat in the center. And then I'm going to get just a smidge of my dimensional piece. I'm going to have to use this one. And I want to hang it off the end, the edge of my snowflake to dangle off the edge. Let's be living on the edge. Oh, Julie, isn't that a Bon Jovi song? Living on the edge? No, that's living on a prayer. Someone sings a song about living on the edge. All right, so I'm just going to dangle that off the edge. And you know what? I need a little bit more dimension under my snowflake. See, I'll tuck this in there. Oops, wrong way. That off. Oh, I bet that's enough. I don't need another one down at the bottom. And then I'm going to bring up my third snowflake. The same thing. I'm going to pop up just one little piece of it. And more on top. I think I'm going to do that with this one too. I'm going to pull it up. I want them to follow the contour of my circle a little better. Sorry. Try it again. That's what I wanted. And then I brought over some jewels. That are super old. I don't even know if we make these rhinestones anymore. But if we do, I haven't had to buy them because I have so many of them. That's why I don't know if we still have them. But if we do, these are fun ones too that you can color with a Sharpie or your blends and make them pretty much any color that you need them. I need my pick tool too. Boy. Oops, I lost the back of that one. Is why that one's not sticking. Try it again. There we go. So I'm just adding a little bit of twinkle with the rhinestonies. And then I put a couple more just randomly around. I put them in the big one. Let me put it down. Put it over here. Let's put a couple of them off the path there. And then for the inside, I just did my 3 snowflakes again. And we'll do those again in Night of Navy. Put them down in the bottom corner. See how my block is way too big for what I'm trying to do? Look at all the ink I got on my block. Size matters, ladies. Holes plugged. All right, there we go. Glue that to the inside. I think that looks pretty straight. All right, so there's a little bit stepped up version of our first card. And then now my true card that I was trying to show you tonight that I just happened to step up was this one from the mini catalog. And I just wanted to see what I could do to recreate that because of the snow. And I thought that worked way better than my baby card idea. So here's my version of what I came up with. And this card uses Night of Navy base. Theirs is all white, but I wanted to give it some more color. So 8.5 by 5.5. Fold it, score it at 4.25. Then I have a, let me make sure I got the right one. I had a larger base. This one only goes on the 8th. So that's this one. So this one is 5 and 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Let me clean off all my stuff here. All right, so now kind of doing the same thing. Oh, man. Everything fell off, and look, I lost all the little jewels fell off. As soon as it hit the floor, they came crashing off. Oh, they're kind of like little rocks. They're scratchy. We'll get to those in a second. So I am using, I wanted a background. So I'm using this again from Peaceful Evergreens. Probably not, the best of backgrounds, but I like it. I just need to be careful though, because it keeps coming off on the edge, and then when I stamp it down, I must rock it too much, and then I end up with the edge of the stamp on there. So let's see. I'm going to do my background in boho blue. So I'm going to ink her up. Oh, I didn't get the sides. And then what I did, I'm just going to keep stamping like 3 times, 4 times, and get the ink spread around. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to get some background going on. And that'll do it right there. That gave us a nice background. So then I'm going to take the snow swirl, and I'm going to try and do it without without having the stuff down yet and know where I'm going to put it, because this one I put this little swirls on afterwards. I put the little swirly things on after, and it was very hard to not make a mess and get it where I didn't want it. So we're going to just try and put some, it looks like we need them, and I'm using Night and Navy. We need them up to get like up as close to the top as we can get. Or not close to the top, but close to the edge, so that the snowflakes don't cover it all up. So I'm just putting a bunch of them on here, and we'll, if we got too much white space, then, you know, we can go back and add some more. That's not a hard thing to do. Hey, Vesta, nice to see you on, and Holly. All right, I think we are done with the boho blue. I'm going to close this up. Get this off to the side. Now, we've got our background laid down here. I got my big piece of white. Oh, I'm not done with the boho blue. And then we're going to stamp our big snowflake with the boho blue. Is it going to fit on there? I'm not too proud of it. Okay. So we're going to stamp our big old snowflake. And I probably could have used the softer blues, but I looked at my color wheel for monochromatic, and these are the colors that I chose. So let me get my little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And if you don't have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, free shipping today. Today's a good day to get yourself one, whether it's the small one or the big one. Free shipping is awesome. I don't like to do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to sing like that. I don't like to do that. That's not really my personality, but it just came out. I don't know why. Something said, sing that word, Jill. But yeah, no, that's not Jill. So now we're just going to give it a little turn. Oh, read Blanchett's on. She's just making sure that I'm telling you guys I ate dinner. Yes, they know I ate dinner. I'm taking care of myself so that I'm good for the 23rd. And I already put the stickum tape on my die for my samples, so it's still on there to help keep it in place. I'm just lining up the circle tips at the top. Ooh, that one at the bottom. So maybe I need to line up the two across from each other. That's probably a better idea. Oh, we're just gonna cut it right there. You could sit and line them up and keep lining them up and reline them up. And all right, so now we got our two big snowflakes cut out. Here. Then I already pre-cut, because you know why? I'll tell you why. First, I didn't want you to have to watch me cut them all out. But secondly, the intricate die is so like detailed, it kept sticking. So I know I could run it with some wax paper or some vellum, and that would keep it from sticking. But it was just, I was really struggling to you only have these tips, and then there's like two little holes you can poke. But if it's not released enough, then this little hole just pokes right through the snowflake. So the more I was cutting, the harder they were to come out. So I just said, I'm cutting them ahead of time. So I did. All right. So I've got all these little snowflakes already cut out. I got extras there even. And I have 2 navy ones that I'm going to put on top of the big snowflakes that I just cut out. And it sort of does, I believe, line up. The center piece lines up right there on that center. So I'm just going to put a little glue on them. And stick that on there. So now I've got those 2 done. Hang on, I gotta get a drink real quick. Those 2 are on. And what I kind of learned from my sample is I want to pop these up. And I didn't pop them up on my sample down here till afterwards. I peeled it up and I just put little pieces of it. And that looks all right. Little pieces of it popped. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna pop up the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down. And again, I kind of want them up in the corner so that I got space. I tried to work from my sentiment out, but I kept having to peel it up to get the snowflakes and stuff under it, so it really didn't work very well. So I'm going this route this time and we'll see if it works any better. So I'm putting my snowflakes kind of like down this. We'll glue those pieces down. We'll pop the other side up. Now I can glue on my layer here. Do I have everything going on there? I think I do. So here's the little layer going on here. And again, I cut everything out ahead of time so that because I was making so many versions to show you that I wanted to make sure I got it all done before my battery dies. Oh, which reminds me, well, I got about half of my battery left. I tried to charge it right beforehand. All right, so we're just gonna kind of put that, I'm an eyeballer, you know that, so we're eyeballing that about right there. And that's just a base. And now we can fill in our snowflakes around it. So again, I'm working from like the top down. And this guy, I tore him when I took him out. So I'm just gonna make sure I got one with all the, I don't know what those things are. They're not fronds, but I want to make sure I got one with all the frondy things sticking out. So we're going to put him there. He's in boho blue. And then I have a misty moonlight. I'm just going to glue this one flat. Oh. And I'm going to tuck it in here kind of under. Just a smidgy. And then I'm going to glue. Oh, look, I peeled it all off. I'm going to glue that down. Just so he glues down to the, but he's still sticking up over on this side. Not all the way glued down. I just adhering one little sparkle arm, whatever we want to call them. Okay, then I'm going to come up to this guy and we're going to go with a misty moonlight. We're going to cover it up a little smidge, but I'm going to tuck that one down in there a little more. So I'm just going to put kind of on one half. And if you want, you can like cut this in half and then use it somewhere else too, because you won't really only need like half of it, and then you could use the other half somewhere else if you wanted. And now this one I'm going to pop up. So I'm going to cut a piece of dimensional. And I'm going to pop it up, but I'm going to just put it on a couple little, whatever those are called. And I'm going to stick it under here so that it's just in there as far as that dimensional. And you probably, if you could get a small enough piece, you know, maybe you would put one under that side. But now I'm going to come over here with this one that I'm missing one of those things, so I can tuck that in here. But again, I'm going to pop it up. Cut a piece of dimensional. I'm going to pop it up right there where I'm missing that thing. And just, like I said, tuck it under our sentiment piece, just so our dimensional's covered up and it's still giving it a little bit of height. And this guy we're gonna put up here. Oh, he's a broken one, but we won't notice if we put it over here. So we're gonna just kind of glue it to the label again and onto the big blue snowflake down below. That glue, yeah. So like I say, if you need a little more security than just winging it with little tiny bits of glue, you can definitely put more dimensionals underneath and such. So we have our main base done. So now we're going to take that snowflake again, that big snowflake. And I used Misty Moonlight on this card. And we're going to make some more of those. I think I just need 3. Ooh, that might be kind of close. And then our 1/2 inch punch again, or 3/4 inch punch. This one. Ooh, that guy's just riding the edge. Got 3 of those. And then we're going to put those on a dimensional. And then we're just going to tuck them in and around wherever it looks like it might need to be filled in. Or just some I guess it might even give it some height too to help. So now we could glue these 2 little guys onto there, and then that would give it a little bit more security for its hold. And then this last one, I'm going to come down here and stick it in here. That close. Oh no, I need that one. I'll close up my Night of Navy. And then I have a oval that I cut out, my stitched oval dies. And then we're going to use the words on this one. Hope you have the merriest season ever. pressing my luck. And we're going to use the Misty Moonlight. That right in the middle. Now we're going to close that up. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put a little bit of tear tape on the back. Then I'm going to put a piece of my boho blue ribbon. I think it's last year's ribbon, I'm pretty sure. That's crooked. And we'll trim it after. I'm going to put another piece on top of that. And I have I don't know what the name of this one was. It's just got a silver edge on it. And it's like a tool in the middle. And I'm going to show you a little something that I did. But you can't really see it. But it's one of those things that you know it's there, so that might be all you need. I'm going to use my card base just because I know that I'm going to cover it up. So I got the light navy blend, and I'm just going to color the tool part. Just dragged it over and you can see it changed color. It is blue. You can see that in there now, but is it, enough? Is it going to show up? It's up to you. Like I say, you'll know it's there unless somebody's really dissecting your card. They probably won't know that it's there. Now I'm going to come and I'm going to trim off my edges. And put a dimensional on the back now, or a couple. So I meant to put that one off the side. I'll put another one on. The tear tape should hold the ribbon and such in place, but I'm going to put the dimensionals touching the ribbon and the card just to make sure that I know it's going to stay there. Then we're going to put that like in the center. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and glue that onto the front. And I know that it's okay that I glued on there because I'm going to cover it all up with this piece, because this is only on the 8th. So let's see if I got it. That looks pretty good. And while I got it open, I cut an extra snowflake and glued it onto my inside piece. And you could also stamp it. It would be cute to stamp it too. And then this is a 5 1/4 by 4 piece. Yeah, it would be cute to stamp it. Oh, goodbye, Grand Rapids office. Oh, Lord, she had to get all scientific on us. Sorry, guys. All right. So now I've just got these giant things. I think they were in the mini catalog. They came with one of the suites that I bought. And today's the first time I used them. They're called Druzy adhesive back embellishments. And I think the druzy had something to do with the look. They're kind of broken, crystally, shattered, glassy looking, but they're rough, kind of bumpy. But I'm using them tonight for the first time, and I think they're kind of cute. Then we're just going to stick them around all over the joint. Whoops, that one's not going to stick because I see the glue on the paper still. There we go. And then we need some down at the bottom. Don't really know where to put all the big ones because they are a little large. And then what do I have? 2, 4, so we need an odd number, so we'll put a 7 over here. Stick that one right there. Just glitz it all up so that, you know, sparkles and shines like crazy. You can see there, kind of a little disco ball looking thing going on there. So that's it, guys. We did the inside, we did the outside, we did 3 cards. Well, we did 2 cards. I just showed you. I just showed you the third one that I did from my Christmas card class that I did. Had the third one that just so happened to match nicely with my card that I found, the snow card in the mini catalog, because when in doubt, case the catalog. So that's it. I'm signing off. You guys, we do have a few hours left of free shipping, just so you know. And I'll be back next week. Talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay out of the snow, stay warm, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. I gotta get back over here to Facebook. Where'd it go? There we are. All righty. Night, everybody.